They also shared in this research that they had a visitor come to the National Weather Service Albuquerque who had lived during 1941 and this experience, and he shared his description of what that year was like, and I want to read it because it's just incredible. He said, as a 10-year-old, he was lucky to be able to spend the summer of 1941 on a ranch down in the Sacramento Mountains in Lincoln County. The ranch house was 9 miles from the nearest paved road. Their south fence was the Lincoln County line. Across the fence was Otero County and the beautiful Mescalero Apache Reservation, beautiful part of the state. Snow and rain had been good all winter and spring, and the summer monsoon brought spectacular thunderstorms, he says. All plants were growing and blooming in splendid fashion, is the word he says, including the cacti. Stock tanks with dirt dams were overflowing so they could go swimming if we accepted the cold water and the floating cow chips, he says. Grass was so tall in some meadow areas that they couldn't even see the face of calves when they were standing. That's how tall the grass was. Deep mud meant that the ranch pickup could not get into town for weeks at a time. And 2 bad-tempered old Jersey cows, I love this, provided milk and cream so they could make ice cream with hail from the tin roof. It was the only available source of ice on their ranch, he says, with no electricity. He said it was a sensational time and a gorgeous place. Their nearest town was more than one house, or their nearest town with more than one house was at the time, the tiny village of Mescalero. It was a village of Whitetail on the Mescalero Apache Reservation, about 8 miles away. He understands that Whitetail holds the all-time New Mexico record for total precipitation in 1 year. He says it's something incredible, like 60 inches in that year of 1941. The National Weather Service went back. They confirmed the highest observed annual precipitation total for anywhere in New Mexico is in Whitetail, 62.45 inches in 1941. I love hearing someone's firsthand report of what this year was like.
Exactly. And I mean, to remember that at 10 years old, now to think back and be like, that was a record-setting year. And just to experience that would have been so cool.
You can't just tie it to one overall weather event. It was multiple different types of weather and climate events back to back that just led to the perfect storm, pun intended.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you want to read more up on this year too, you can go to the National Weather Service Albuquerque, where we took a lot of this information from. They did all this research. Thank you so much to them for doing this because it's so fascinating. But if you want to go and read their article, you can go to their website, weather.gov/ABQ, click on local programs, then local studies and features, and you'll find this article there.